Shut your mouth while I'm talking. I just gotta say, it is great to be champ. Y'all have had this belt for 3 weeks now, and I hear what people have been saying, and I read what people have been writing, especially punk asses like you over there. Everyone's saying that Austin Aries will never be able to surpass Samoa Joe's title reign. People are saying Austin Aries will never be able to follow the footsteps of Samoa Joe. And it's all true. It's true, I'll never be able to follow the footsteps of Samoa Joe. Because I'm going to make my own footsteps here at Ring of Honor. I'm going to defend my belts more times than Samoa Joe. I'm going to take this belt more internationally than Samoa Joe. I'm going to have better matches than Samoa Joe. And when it's all said and done, I will have the greatest title reign in Ring of Honor history. That's going to start right here tonight in Boston with Colt Cabana. Colt Cabana, the love child of Dusty Rhodes and Sweet Sapphire. Well, I got something to tell you, Colt Cabana. You didn't earn this title shot. You lucked yourself into this one. It's no secret that there's a lot of bad blood between you and me, and between Generation X and the Second City Saints. So tonight, just like last time we squared off, I'm going to leave you a bloody, broken mess, and you're going to have to be carried out of here.
Austin, you should know that Ring of Honor officials have now done away with the contenders ring. If someone wants a title shot, they now have to petition Ring of Honor officials for that title shot.
First of all, when you address me as champ or Mr. Aries. Those are your only two choices. So what you're telling me is that if people want a shot, they need to kiss the official's ass, and whoever petitions for the best gets a shot at the title.
You're real proud of yourself, aren't you? You see, Austin Aries, you, my friend, have made the biggest mistake of your career. If it wasn't for me, shining through the sky, destroying the walls that stood in your way in this company, you would have been stuck in mid-card purgatory for over a year, just like I was. And now that we have to petition a committee, no more contenders ring, no more top 5 rankings, you can just make a petition. Well, my friend, I'd like to make an open petition to you to be your first challenger for the gold around your waist. So what do you say, Austin? What do you say? You give me a... want to say that with everything that's happened, you're not my type. With everything that's happened, with all the sins that Generation Next has committed against the Second City Saints, you're the bigger man. Thank you for helping me.
I didn't come here to be your friend, Alex Shelley. You take your hand and you take it over there. I know what you did to me, and I'm not talking about last summer. I came here for Austin Aries. I came here to be the champion, and that's what my business is. It has nothing to do with you. Colt Cabana, the Second City Saints, is the year 2005. What's happening?
But since I'm out here, I've got a match tonight. Spanky, Near, Barb, wherever you are, baby, come on out here and let's do the damn thing.
Are we on air? Is this on? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cambridge, Massachusetts. We are here at the National Guard Armory in the Boston area. Here comes Spanky. The date is January 15th, 2005, the very first ROH show of the year, and it looks like we are off to a hot start here. Spanky versus Alex Shelley. The format for the show already thrown out the window. This match was supposed to go on in the second half, but after the events we just saw unfold, it looks like we're going to have it now. I'm Jimmy Bauer, joined by Mark Nolte. Happy New Year, Mark.
Happy New Year, Jimmy. Of course, New Year signifies beginnings, and it signifies New Year's resolutions. Oh my goodness, one of the New Year's resolutions for Alex Shelley may be to start following the Code of Honor.
He just shook hands. Alex Shelley has not followed the Code of Honor and shook hands since he formed Generation Next in May of 2004. Perhaps that punch from Austin Aries and that backbreaker from Roderick Strong at the last show, maybe Alex Shelley has changed his leaf. You saw him basically apologize to Colt Cabana before. Cabana not having any part of it, though.
Well, Jimmy, last year I think you did a resolution to drop some weight and work out. How long did that last?
Well,
Let's see if Alex Shelley's resolutions last longer than some of yours and mine. And right now, what a great way to start off 2005. Spanky versus Alex Shelley. Two men wanting to get right into the middle of the ROH World Championship picture. The Austin Aries era has begun as speaking of benchmarks and beginnings.
Spanky, this is his first time in ROH since Round Robin Challenge 3 last May, and in fact that was his only appearance in ROH in 2004. However, Spanky has made a commitment to ROH in 2005. When he's not in Japan, you will see him in ROH, so he needs a big victory here to get established in a hurry.
Well, and it's the one thing that ROH has demonstrated. You wrestle your way to the top. You don't get title matches and you don't get high up on the card just purely on reputation. And if Spanky wants an ROH title match, he has to go through the Alex Shelleys. He has to go through the Homicides. He has to go through the Colt Cabanas. This is about competition, and this is about winning and losing.
Spanky has his passion for the business back, a passion that WWE almost killed in him. He's looking forward to competing.
Did he find his smile?
I think he did, and it's great to have Spanky back here in ROH. Spanky was one of the guys that helped put ROH on the map. Of course, he was in that 60-minute Crowning a Champion match that saw Loki become the first ROH champion.
And you're looking at two men here that are just outstanding technical wrestlers. And I know this match was supposed to be later on the card, but this is a great way to ring in the new year, isn't it?
No doubt about that. Nice bridge as Spanky worked on the arm of Alex Shelley. Spanky, of course, loves to use slice bread number 2 as his finisher. Alex Shelley has a number of submission moves, and you also have to look out for the spinal shock.
And right now, both men look like they're looking for something, just kind of feeling each other out as they're swapping holds.
Shelley with a necktie on Spanky. Spanky backs into the corner. And look at that, Shelley holds on.
Alex Shelley is motivated by an ROH title shot possibility. Now he's especially motivated. He cannot take the beatdown he just took and walk back to the dressing room alone.
Alex Shelley definitely has some issues in 2005. Generation Next, Roderick Strong and Austin Aries turning on Alex Shelley on the last show. Austin Aries then went on to finally defeat Samoa Joe and become the new ROH World Champion. And you know, it's very interesting what Bobby Cruz had to say earlier, as there you see a big shoulder block. Oh, that's just insulting.
So much for the New Year's resolution.
As I was saying, no more Contenders Ring, no more top 5 rankings. Nice head scissors takeover by Spanky. Spanky now charges in. Shelley throws him off. Takedown. Sweeps the legs out. Spanky bridges out. Tries for a pinning combination.
I think of the two men, I think Spanky's probably more comfortable in the air. I think Alex Shelley would like to keep this match on the mat.
As I was saying before, Mark, before the action got too intense, now you must petition ROH officials to get a title shot. Alex Shelley the first to try to petition the officials. He needs a win here.
Well, not only do you have to petition the officials, but you have to make your case. And we've seen this before. Austin Aries got the shot at Samoa Joe with that great series of matches and the great string of performances. Nobody's just going to walk in here, whether it's Spanky, whether it's really anybody, and just demand a title shot until they earn it. And you've got so many guys, especially with Austin Aries finally knocking off Samoa Joe. Suddenly it almost sends an energy wave through the entire division. People looking for a shot at Austin Aries. Now they think that the title is even closer in their grasp.
100% right about that, Mark. Excellent point. There's people who lost. Whoa! Alex Shelley pulling out the high impact there. As I was saying, Mark, there might be somebody like a Homicide or CM Punk that failed against Samoa Joe. Now they have new life in the title picture as Alex Shelley goes airborne.
Well, we're certainly seeing the intensity of Alex Shelley.
Shelley has a lot to be fired up about. He wants revenge on Generation Next, and what better revenge on Austin Aries than defeating him for the world title? But in order to get in that title picture, he has to get past a truly great competitor like Spanky.
I wonder when Austin Aries was on the mat taking all that punishment.
Nice Arabian leg drop with a cover here, 2 count only.
If the beatdowns that Alex Shelley orchestrated for Generation Next against all those stars and all those legends flash before his eyes.
Well, Austin Aries definitely turned the pages on Alex Shelley at Final Battle when he gave Alex Shelley the same ultimatum that Shelley gave so many others, either leave or get a beatdown, and Shelley ended up getting a beatdown. There's a turning point right there, Mark. I don't know if Shelley's going to get up from that as he is sent sprawling to the floor.
Spanky looks about 15 pounds lighter since we saw him in ROH last spring. And you can tell he's even quicker, if that's even possible. He's even quicker than we remember.
And he's really aggressive, lowering that knee pad, then slamming the bare knee into that steel.
Well, you have to be aggressive with Alex Shelley because Alex Shelley, yeah, that's kind of sweet that he was willing to follow the code of honor and shake hands before the match and even offer the handshake. But make no mistake, Alex Shelley will do whatever's necessary to win.
Right now, Alex Shelley has to do something fast if he wants to win this match as he is limping around. Spanky doing damage to the knee. Ref Gary Moore getting him back into the ring. Of course, no countouts in ROH. If you're out there for too long, you can be DQ'd. That's a null point right now as Spanky continues the assault on the knee in the ring.
It's interesting that Spanky goes after that, is going after the left knee. because that's the first time that I can remember really anybody making that a focal point. Nice counter by Alex Shelley.
Shelley has 1,001 counters. You always have to watch out for him. He has some very unique submission holds, but they're not just innovative and unique for the sake of innovation and uniqueness. They are very effective.
I'm interested that Spanky is keeping this match on the mat with Alex Shelley because this really plays into Shelley's strengths. I think Shelley's is probably figure 4 leg lock.
Spanky going old school. This move is very old school, but it is effective.
Well, there's a reason they've been using it for 40 years.
Shelley trying to pound his way out.
That's an interesting reversal. Not even trying to reverse it as much as he's just trying to pound, like you said, pound his way out of it.
Shelley going for the ropes. No, he's in too much pain. He's got to watch those shoulders.
Look how smart Spanky is. Spanky's actually trying to position himself between the ropes of Shelley. Now Shelley gets his balance, works his way back over toward the ropes. Now he's going to get the rope break.
You know what's great, Mark? I don't know if they picked it up at home, but there was one wise ass in the crowd that yelled boring, and he was quickly shouted down by the rest of the crowd, telling them to shut up. I agree with the rest of the crowd, and that's what makes an ROH crowd so great. They are here to watch professional wrestling at its finest, professional wrestling as a sport. They're not here to get themselves over or be wise asses, and they let that fan know it. As now we have a hard back and forth with the forearms.
Decapitates him with the clothesline. Alex Shelley trying to find his way back into this match.
Well, the high impact worked for Alex Shelley there, but you see him clutching at the knee. The figure 4 definitely did its damage.
Now both men trying to come to their feet. I think both men have taken enough punishment that the next wrestler that hits the next big move is going to be the one that wins this match.
Spanky now aggressive again. He's going for sliced bread. Shelley pushes him off and saves himself.
Springboard, well, not really a drop kick.
It was an enziguri, beautifully done. There's one of those unique moves from Alex Shelley. Spanky definitely having some cobwebs right now, trying to get his way back to his feet.
And again, the longer this match stays grounded, the more it goes to the advantage of Alex Shelley.
All eyes glued on the ring. What a way to start out 2005. Shelley grabbing the hair in a bulldog. Double boots. Cover.
Oh, I thought he had him. Boy, Spanky rolls that shoulder at the last possible instant.
Spanky is used to hard-hitting action in Japan. It's going to take a lot to beat him. Oh, look at that. Face first right into the turnbuckle pad, and there's just a steel knob behind it. That's not a lot of padding. Spanky now, no, a reversal again. Another enziguri connects. Another enziguri, a different way of getting into it, and there's a backslide. 2 count only.
Alex Shelley.
Lancer, a variation of the trade chiller. Cover. 2 count only.
And had both legs hooked. Alex Shelley has seen something in Spanky that makes him believe that Spanky is susceptible to the enziguri because he's hit it twice, and it really is difficult to hit a wrestler the level of Spanky with the same move like that twice in the same match.
Well, he hit it from 2 different positions, so maybe that's why he did not hit that, though. Spanky charges in, gets caught. Shelley turns him over. Crosses the legs. Oh, brainbuster. Cover. Not quite enough. Both these men want to get in the title picture. Both these men want to start out 2005 on the winning track.
Shelley visibly frustrated. I mean, did everything he needed to do to win the match there. Spanky's still down, suffering the effects of the brainbuster. Alex Shelley needs to quit wearing his heart on his sleeve. I know he's frustrated, but he needs to follow up on this advantage quicker. The one thing we know about Spanky, one of the things that makes him so great, is his ability to wrestle from behind. Spanky will not panic being down.
And you called it right, Mark. He's going for sliced bread. He hits it. Oh, a delay on the cover. There it is. landed out of nowhere, though. He perhaps needed to hit a move or two before hitting that. Now he hits a brain buster of his own. Spanky going up to the top rope. If he connects, this could be it. Frog splash. Cover. Still not enough. Alex Shelley is in a lot of pain, though, Mark.
Well, I take it back what I said earlier about the wrestler that hits the next big move. The intensity for 2005, if this is what we're going to see, we're going to be in for a great year.
Shelley planted on the top rope. Spanky now making his way up, perhaps a superplex attempt. Nails it.
Couldn't float over, though.
You know what? There was a delay before Spanky covered Shelley after that sliced bread. Perhaps that is what cost him the match, in addition to the fact that, well, Shelley really was on the offense before that. However, now Spanky's able to get together a series of moves. But what do you think of that, Mark? Not going for the pinfall there.
Well, I think he wants to try to hit one more splash off that rope. Well, obviously.
He goes for the flying elbow, connects, cover. Still not enough. What an effort by Alex Shelley.
What an effort by both of these men. Both of these men have taken their opponent's absolute best shot and managed to stay into this match. Huge forearm now by Spanky. Off the rope, hits the kick. Swing and a miss.
A glancing super kick.
Thrust kick gets all of that one.
A German. Shelley looking to follow up in a hurry. Shell shock, there it is. Cover. Spanky leg on the rope saves the match for him.
You know the cliche ring general? That's what a ring general actually means. Somebody that knows where he is in the ring at all times and is in command from any position.
It looks like Shelley's going for that cross-leg brainbuster. No, Spanky blocks it, has him hooked. Slice bread off the ropes, cover! That's enough!
Outstanding match by both men.
Can you believe this is just the opening match of 2005? What an effort for Alex Shelley. What a win for Spanky. The future looks bright for Spanky and ROH. And Alex Shelley, what's going to happen with him in Generation Next? Where's Jack Evans stand? Lots of questions to be answered, and we're going to get him as 2005 unfolds.
I hope he doesn't screw up the match. When he needs me to save him, I'm there. I was there in Jersey for him.
You guys almost ready for this promo?
I'm ready, wherever the hell Punk is. Hey, dude. Who is it? Punker! Hey, yo! What's up? Going on? How you doing? What's up, guys?
Hey!
Nice hair, dude.
Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, we do high fives around here. That's right, baby. All right. What's going on?
Okay. Coin toss, coin toss, coin toss. You know what coin toss I was about to ask you what the hell's a coin toss for? See who comes out first. For what? The match, the intro. I came here to do a promo, dude. Can this wait? Like, come on, just call it. Because you know you're gonna be out first. No. Use mine. Here.
Big tails.
Please, it's gonna work.
Tails.
Tails. Right? Call it. Tails. Never fails.
Hi-yo!
So what we got? What we got? Well, we got to do this promo.
Yeah, let's just any wall for background.
Rottweilers. Black guys. Carnage Crew Rottweilers. Okay. All right, let's act serious.
5, 4.
Hold on, let me come over here. Let me come over here. Guys, we need to talk about business and other extracurricular activities.
Alright. You guys ready?
Wait, one more. Serious face. Go get him. You start off. I'll finish. Great.
5, 4, 3, 2.
You know, tonight in Boston, Massachusetts, one thing is going to happen, and that's the tag belts coming to Steve Corino and CM Punk. The tag team that for the last couple of weeks everybody doubts. But one thing I want to explain to you people is that Steve Corino and myself are good friends. No matter what you see on the outside, trust me, on the inside we look out for each other, we watch each other's backs, we work out together. Well, I work out, and sometimes he's at the gym. But tonight, we're going to prove exactly why you shouldn't doubt the team of Steve Corino and CM Punk. Exactly why this is a cohesive unit. Because like Jimmy Bauer, our esteemed announcer, says, we are very dangerous!
Jesus Christ, that's the good ear, you dick!
I thought that was the bad ear.
Man, right ear good, left ear bad.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
Jeez, you're the guy that can't be done.
I'm sorry. I thought it was your bad ear.
Yeah, well, how about this? I'll finish. Rottweilers, Carnage Crew, tonight we will be the ROH World Tag Team Champions. This is a great night for Team Corino and the Extreme Horsemen because we will walk away with those tag belts. You want to finish up?
No, you got it, it's all you.
And the honor will be all ours.
Alright, I guess that's a take.
Sorry, dude, I didn't know. I totally forgot. You ready, man?
Yeah.
It's all right. All right, see you out there.
Yeah. Good game.
All right, how about those Second City Saints? I don't know.
Crying about his ear again? It happened like a year ago and it still hurts.
I don't think you heard what you said.
Yeah, I know you got a match, but
It's 2005, people, and you know what that means? It's a new year of the prophecy, and I'm bringing it straight to you. So you know what I'm going to do? From now on, I am signing up new members. I am bringing new life to this cause, and I tell you time and time again, the prophecy, it'll never die. Ha ha ha! Yes, 2005, this is going to rock!
Can you feel the energy? I said, can you feel the energy? Okay. Now, get ready to lose your mind. Get ready to lose control. Now, you're a victim of hard style.
Representing Special K,
The war between the Special K factions continues. You see Lacey Special K deranged in the ring, Cloudy and Cheech on the outside, and Angel Dust, I guess he's going by Azrael now, he is going it alone as he continues to get more serious. No handshake from Deranged as he breaks the code of honor. We are underway in this one.
This would be like going to the Special Olympics and seeing a brawl break out, isn't it?
Well, maybe on Lacey's side, Angel Dust definitely showing that he's getting more serious. First wearing actual wrestling gear, now dropping that stupid Angel Dust name, going by his name Azrael, and Deranged taking it to him. Whip in, shoulder block, down goes Deranged. Azrael, as you notice, is going it alone. Becky injured at Final Battle on that implant DDT by Lacey. She is out of commission now, and Dixie, in an effort to get serious, has checked himself into rehab, and it's always great to see someone get help. Izzy, on the other hand, is too strung out to be here tonight.
Thank you for the medical report there.
Oh, that's the scoop.
This match sponsored by the Betty Ford Clinic.
Let's see what Deranged hitting the ropes. Azrael catches him. Those kicks will sober you up in a hurry, Mark. Lacey, Special K, they still love that partying lifestyle. And Deranged looks pretty messed up right now.
Azrael, this is actually, I'm not a big fan of chasing your opponent outside the ring. Here I think it makes sense well.
No, you outsmarted him.
Yeah, well, that's a trick.
Well, it's not too tough when your opponent's on E. Look at that, Deranged sent right into the corner.
It's just a little bit tougher than outsmarting Missy Giants. You know, if I can get serious here for just 1 second, I wonder if one of Azrael's motivations is seeing how well Jay Lethal has done and the progress that Jay Lethal has made since he left Special K and since he started taking his career more seriously.
That very well could be it. Deranged now, he has the advantage though. High impact base first. Lacey demanding a cover, and there it is. Now Lacey's side of Special K has also raised the ire of Dunn and Marcos, if that was even possible. They of course attacked Dunn and Marcos for no real reason other than they insulted Lacey at Glory by Honor. Dunn and Marcos did get a measure of revenge at Final Battle. That should be a situation to keep an eye on, especially as we head into the return of Scramble Cage on February 19th.
Dunn and Marcos called Lacey a two-bit whore, and she hit him, and to get even, she hit him with her bag of quarters.
We have a 2 count there. Scramble Cage will be making its return as the 3rd anniversary week kicks off February 19th at the Rexplex in Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Somebody's going to get hurt.
Azrael's Special K team, I'm so confused now. He's Azrael. He will have a team in Scramble Cage. Lacey's Special K will have a team. The Carnage crew will be in it. Dunn and Marcos will be in it, as well as Jack Evans if he ever comes back, and Roderick Strong. Evans still not in the building.
One of the most spectacular things I saw in 2004 was Jack Evans at Scramble Cage, or at the Scramble Cage Melee.
That was an unbelievable show. What an event that was, Scramble Cage Melee. A match so dangerous you'll probably never see it in ROH again. Back and forth. Nice Hurricanrana takedown by Deranged. This is a guy who has all the ability in the world, just like Azrael, and he just needs to get serious. And look at this. This outside interference. The referee's got to do something about that. Even though there's not a lot behind those blows, that is still ridiculous. Angel Dust now still having to, excuse me, Azrael.
Well, there's sacrificing himself to keep Azrael in place.
Well, Azrael moved out of the way there. Deranged coming down on his own teammates. Once again, Azrael using his quickness.
Well, Azrael needs to take advantage here because this has turned into 3-on-1, 4-on-1. So if he's going to do something, he needs to do it before the guys get back.
Becky, you're not going to see her again in ROH probably. Her career might be over with that neck injury.
The referee's a Lacey fan, the way he's letting his outside interference go.
Yeah, Ref Hansen has to start doing his job. What's the matter with him?
Well, I've been having a little bit of fun at Deranged's expense, but the truth is, Deranged has actually wrestled well in this match.
Deranged, she has all the potential in the world, just like Jay Lethal, just like Angel Dust, just like Dixie. Whoa! That could be lights out in a hurry.
He should follow up quick.
He's trying, has him up. Plants him! Cover! This could be it! Oh.
Did he get the pin, or are they going to call it a DQ?
No, it's a DQ. And right now, Azrael is in a world of trouble. It's a 4-on-1 in that ring, and there is nobody to help him.
Yeah, nobody's coming out for Azrael. Special K's made so many enemies over the years. This gets paintbrushed by Lacey.
It's Dunn and Marcos. They have Lacey cornered. Wow, what a forearm. Are they going to punch Lacey? Lacey's the reason they were attacked at Glory by Honor 3. They're going to get revenge here. Are they going to hit a woman?
We almost had our first Janet Jackson moment in 2005.
Dunn and Marcos humiliating Lacey.
You know, American Dragon, this is the first match of the best of the 3 out of 5, and tonight is going to be a tap-out match. A lot of jabronis out there thinking that I'm just a brawler, but tonight I'm going to be stretching you like a Dory Funk Jr. So, boy, we already broke your arm. We're going to break it again in this filth that you call Cambridge. Custody of the Rock Brothers.
Rock you Bob, baby.
Alright, cut. Thanks, guys.
Homicide, Smoked, am I glad to find you. I've got something you can't believe. You guys are amazing. You're awesome. You don't give a damn about the code. You don't give a damn about respect. You are the guys I need for the prophecy. Tell me, what do you think? You, me, prophecy, all the way around, huh? What do you think?
Divide and conquer? Get out of here with this yin
No,
yang.
no,
Get the
wait,
right here, baby.
wait, no, I got something for you. What do you think of this? Romero and Reyes, they are against my brother tonight. I've got the inside scoop on him. I can give you what you guys need. And then on the 19th, you guys, they're meeting up with Moff and Whitmer. I own their contracts. I own them. I got what you need. What do you think? 3 of us put our heads together. Prophecy, come on now. Guys,
Hey, Steve is in the building. You know me.
Grimy.
Yes.
I like that.
Okay, okay.
You guys,
Yo, cameraman, beat it, yo.
yeah, come
Beat
on.
it. Let's talk.
You guys want to tell seriously?
Serious, yo, out of here, out of here.
Oh my God, okay.
And I got paid for it, so shut up. Now listen, tonight it seems my tag partner Jack Evans has went AWOL. I guess the decision is just too hard for him tonight. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling myself and Generation Next out of the Ultimate Endurance match. Because if I'm winning the tag titles, I'm gonna win it with Jack right by myself. So what I'm gonna do for Generation Next tonight is I'm gonna show Steve Corino and CM Punk what I am all about. So I challenge all of their students, and I want them now.
It looks like the format thrown out the window once again, Mark, as Roderick Strong pulling himself out of Ultimate Endurance. Jack Evans AWOL tonight. And Roderick Strong's going to send a message to Punk and Corino by challenging their students. Here comes the first one. This is Shane Hagedorn and I believe this will be only his 8th match. He's out of the first graduating class of the ROH Wrestling School. Of course, CM Punk, the head trainer of the school. No code of honor followed by Strong as he has taken it to Hagedorn.
One thing that hasn't changed in 2005, Generation Next, or whatever form they may be in, are still trying to book their own matches and take over shows. This is the second time that someone from Generation Next, or formerly Generation Next, has come out and taken over the show.
Hagedorn's career could be over before it even starts at this rate. Where is Jack Evans, though? Big backbreaker. Roderick Strong, the Messiah, the backbreaker. That is it for Hagedorn. Looks like the message has been sent to Punk. And here comes, that's Evan Starsmore, another member of the graduating class, the first graduating class from the ROH Wrestling School, one of Punk's students. And I believe this is only like his 4th or 5th match.
Well, he'll remember this night because he just got tattooed with that huge chop. Isn't it interesting that Jack Evans is AWOL, but Roderick Strong still showing loyalty on 2 counts. Number 1, pulling himself out of the Ultimate Endurance, and second, saying if he does win the tag title, he wants to win it with Jack Evans. That's a lot of loyalty to show somebody that's just kind of left you high and dry before a title opportunity.
And we don't even know where Jack stands in the whole split of Generation Next. We don't even know how he feels about what happened to Alex Shelley. There's another backbreaker. Starsmore in the ropes, and he probably wishes he wasn't in the ropes.
He didn't do that on purpose. Good call by the referee. It's the correct call. But no, he's out on his feet. If the referee wanted to step in right here and just call this match over, I think that would actually be a good thing.
He is just too inexperienced for a powerhouse like Roderick Strong. Strong just lights him up, takes off some flesh with that knife-edge chop.
You're absolutely right. When this kid regains his faculties, he's going to wonder why his chest is hamburger meat. I hope that's all.
Devastating powerbomb, and that's it for Starsmore. Who's this now? It's Alex Law. He's one of Steve Corino's students. Law's taking it to Roderick Strong. Strong jumping the first 2 students. Alex Law not giving Strong the opportunity to do the same to him. Cover. Only a 1 count.
Well, what an opportunity it is for these kids. I know Roderick Strong is just looking at this like target practice, but if one of these kids could somehow manage to pull an upset out of their hat, it would be huge.
And Alex Law looking good, but he gets caught on that Hurricanrana and another devastating backbreaker. How many different variations of the backbreaker does Strong have? What an arsenal.
Oh, and now he pulls him up. I think Roderick Strong got embarrassed in the early moments here. Now I think he's going to try to send a message.
What a flurry of kicks. Law did connect on him. Strong now making him pay for it, though.
None of these kids in the wrestling school are working out with anybody strong enough to catch a Hurricanrana in midair, and they're not working out with anybody that hits backbreakers like that.
Roderick Strong, the Messiah, the backbreaker, and he proves why, making short work of the first 3 students, as Ricky Landell, who's seen some time at the 01 Dojo in Japan, another one of Steve Corino's students, he's coming to the ring and he's taking it to Roderick Strong right now.
Well, you got to remember, Roderick Strong's gone pretty hard here for 10 minutes. Now, Roderick Strong's in such good enough shape that that's not a huge deal, but when you're fresh and your other guy's gone 10 minutes, it is a little bit of an advantage.
And maybe Roderick Strong getting a little desperate with that choke.
Yeah, that's the first time he's really fouled any of his other 3 opponents.
I think Roderick Strong, yeah, he just spit out some blood. Ricky Landell had busted his lip with one of those punches.
I know Steve Corino is very high on Ricky Landell.
Strong, nice suplex and a cover. 2 count, Landell kicking out. Strong,
Roderick Strong, yeah, still checking for teeth.
Yeah, he is bothered by that lip.
Nice counter by Ricky Landell. Landell's going to try to sneak in a cover.
Still only a 1 count from ref Gary Morair. Beautiful back suplex. Strong's might be in trouble.
Turns him inside out with the clothesline. Ricky Landell looking for the upset. Roderick Strong rolls his shoulder.
He's got to start mounting some offense soon.
Ricky Landell is trying to cash a lottery ticket.
This would be the biggest upset of the year.
And again, Roderick Strong, showing a little bit of desperation, goes to the eye. Ricky Landell is blinded, and that is where you do not want to be. Now Roderick Strong showing Ricky Landell how you throw a chop.
Generation Next have been at war with CM Punk and the Second City Saints. Steve Corino joining that war. What's Roderick Strong doing now? Oh, double knees. He didn't get that the way he normally does, but still impact on the side of the rib cage on Ricky Landell.
Now we're going to see how well Ricky Landell can wrestle from behind.
Well, Ricky Landell might be knocked out after that boot. You have a cover. Landell, enough presence to grab the ropes.
And give Ricky Landell credit, not only enough presence to grab the ropes, but enough heart to grab the ropes. Because he's, like you said, he almost was knocked cold with that kick a second ago. Ricky Landell trying to overbalance. Roderick Strong just too skilled and too strong.
That was another backbreaker. Now he's got a necktie submission hold on.
Necktie camel clutch.
And that's it, Ricky Landell gives. What an exhibition from Roderick Strong.
Homicide, final battle, you tried to injure my arm for the second time. Well, do you know what? Do you know what? The pain that I feel now, that only fuels my rage. That only fuels my rage to destroy the Rottweilers. And tonight, I'm going to twist you in a pretzel so tight, you won't have anywhere to go. And you're going to be the one that taps tonight.
Cut. Thanks, Brian. Good luck tonight.
Brian Danielson, I am so glad I found you. I've been looking for you. I got something to pitch to you. Tell me what you think it is. You, me, brand new prophecy. What do you think? You could be the main man. You are the guy I'm looking for. What do you think? Come on. Come on. I give you anything. Money, title shots, women. Think about this. The prophecy. You and me, we got something here. I feel it. Come on. Where you go? Don't leave me in here. It's the prophecy. Come on. You guys see what
changed. He's no good to us right now. He's so messed up. Just what is wrong with you guys? Seriously. Scramble Cage, New Jersey. I demand that you kill Dunn and Marcos. Dunn and Marcos are going to be out of action. Your careers will be ended. Azrael, Angelus, whatever you call yourself, your career is ended. Dixie, when you come back, your career is ended. To all of you, just out of action. Come on, you guys. Seriously, are you going to take care of it? Are you going to take care of it? Come on. What is wrong with you? Hey, I'm up here. Thank you very much. Come on.
All right.
Get in the gym. Get training right now. Go.
now ready for the first three-team Ultimate Endurance. Of course, you saw Roderick Strong pulling himself out of this match since Jack Evans went AWOL. So we will have three teams. One of them, the Extreme Horsemen, meet the Second City Saints, CM Punk and Steve Corino. Of course, the Carnage crew of Logan DeVito and the ROH Tag Team Champions, members of the Rottweilers, Rocky Romero and Ricky Reyes, with Julius Smokes in their corner. The first fall will be a tag team scramble. One team will be eliminated, and the second fall will be a straight-up match for the ROH Tag Team titles.
And CM Punk offering a show of honor, does trade handshakes with DeVito. And look at this is something you don't see often. Maybe it's his New Year's resolution.
Well, first Alex Shelley, now the Rottweilers, maybe?
Oh, do you trust him?
I think Rocky Romero is just making a mockery of the Code of Honor. That's what the Rottweilers are all about.
I don't know if anybody has really noticed this or not, but Reyes and Romero are past 5 months as tag champs. You've got the Briscoes that had a 6-month reign as tag champs, and you've got Donovan Morgan and Christopher Daniels had a reign of 6 months as tag champs. Reyes and Romero very quietly are moving toward record title length with those tag team championships.
They have gone through everybody put in their way. They've needed help from Julius Smokes, but still they have put down all the challengers, whether it's Chad Collier and Nigel McGuinness, whether it's Punk and Cabana, who they defeated for the belts on August 7th, whether it's Dan Moff and BJ Whitmer, who will get a title match in the future. Whitmer out of action with an injury he suffered in the Fight Without Honor final battle. I mean, they've gone through just about everybody on the roster.
Generation Next.
That's right. Reyes and Strong, and Romero putting on quite a title reign, as we have DeVito in there with CM Punk. Back and forth, tag team scramble rules. No tags needed. When someone leaves the ring, someone else can just come in. As what do we got here? Oh, Corino with a super kick.
And CM Punk almost puts DeVito away early.
Reyes, he's still punishing with those kicks. Corino taking advantage of the scramble rules. A DDT stunner combination on the Rottweilers. Now the Carnage crew coming off that brutal Fight Without Honor, taking it to Corino. The King of Old School, the Extreme Horseman leader, thrown out of the ring. We have a Carnage flex on Punk. You better believe Punk and Corino are disappointed they're not going to be able to get their hands on Generation Next in this one.
Yeah, but if they get the tag team championships, they'll get all the matches from Generation Next they want.
What a weird relationship Punk and Corino have. I mean, they're like best friends, but they're always competing against each other.
It's almost that Mick Foley-Terry Funk relationship, isn't it?
It's just so odd. It's like the whole friendship is based on competition. Right now we have a lull in the action as Reyes and Romero dominating in the ring, and Corino and Loke going at it on the floor. Dan Moff and BJ Whitmer will face the winners of this match on the 3rd anniversary week. They will get a shot at the tag titles as Romero throwing over the top rope. Reyes spaceball slide to the floor. Too much action to call.
Reyes and Romero looking very sharp in the early going. Yeah, it's time to start mentioning Reyes and Romero with the great tag team champions in Ring of Honor.
No doubt about that. The only thing that is marring their title reign is the interference of Julius Smokes. I mean, it's just disgusting the way that they disrespect the Code of Honor. And what's this? It could be over for Punk in a hurry. Corino grabbing onto the leg of Rocky Romero for dear life. Punk now to his feet, ducks the kick, scoops up Reyes. No, they got him again. There's that high knee. They put many teams away with that. If they get a cover, it could be all over quickly for Punk.
A little nonchalant in making that cover gives Steve Corino the opportunity to save.
And normally Romero has great fundamentals in these tag matches and looks to prevent the save. Corino was right there. Romero too busy jawing with the crowd.
Yeah, you're right. That's a great point, too. Not only were they nonchalant, but Romero just didn't execute the block at all. Now Steve Corino with an adrenaline rush.
Northern Lights bomb on low. Here comes DeVito, though. Slams down Corino. Cover. And, wow, Reyes, you got to wonder why he'd make the save there. He would want one of these teams to get eliminated, as long as it's not him.
I wonder where Reyes and Romero started off quickly. And it seems like their mind just wandered in the middle of this match.
Well, right now we have Punk and Loc going at it. Punk. Pepsi twist. Excuse me. And hold on, he's got that Anaconda Vice locked in.
That's Steve Corino's bad hold, isn't it?
No, that's Punk's new submission hold and it worked. Punk made Alex Shelley tap to that at Final Battle. He just made Loc tap to that, and Loc doesn't tap to anything. Loc's one of the toughest individuals I've ever met in my life. For him to tap to that new Anaconda Vice, which we've seen Punk slowly introduce in the Samoa Joe series, now he's used it to make Loc tap. Wow, that's going to be a really painful hold.
Now Reyes and Romero suddenly in a one-on-one contest against Steve Corino and CM Punk. Of course, it should be pointed out, CM Punk no stranger to those tag team championships. He and Colt Cabana were terrific champs in 2004 before dropping the belts to Reyes and Romero. Now Julius Smokes, I know you don't like Julius Smokes, and there's a lot not to like about him, but give Julius Smokes credit for this. This is a very good strategist. And he is a factor legally in the fact that Reyes and Romero have become great tag team champions.
DeVito disagreeing with that as he is taking it to Romero. The Carnage crew losing their shot at the tag team titles. I still can't believe Loc tapped. I mean, we've seen Loc go through tables, chairs, you name it, barbed wire, and he tapped. That must be such a painful hold from CM Punk. Looks like a new dangerous submission here in ROH in 2005.
If he doesn't get out of that corner, he's not going to be able to apply it because he's just getting killed with those chops and a very stiff kick to the back.
CM Punk, he is coming off that trilogy with Samoa Joe. Those 3 matches will be studied, analyzed, and watched for years and years and years. And he finally gets some gold back around his waist. Right now, though, the Rottweilers are absolutely dominating.
Whatever focus they lost in the middle portion of the scramble, they have picked it back up. Now Corino trying to fight his way out of trouble.
You have to wonder what Allison Danger told Julia Smokes about Corino too, her own brother. We saw that earlier in a promo. Julia Smokes telling the camera to go away. Danger absolutely delusional, trying to restart the prophecy. She's got a face and it's dead. Right now though, the Rottweilers dominating on Punk.
I think CM Punk's greatest strength as a wrestler is his incredible resiliency. And so if the Rottweilers have a chance to put him away, take it. Take it now.
Well, Punk proved that by taking Samoa Joe to the hour time limit on 2 occasions. Hold on. No, not enough.
And CM Punk took as bad of a beating as I've ever seen anybody take in a world title match and still kept fighting back and fighting back and fighting back in the 3rd match of that series.
He almost bled to death in that 3rd match at All-Star Extravaganza 2 on December the 4th. And of course, who will ever forget Joe versus Punk 2? Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer giving it 5 stars. The first time a match in the United States has received 5 stars in 7 years. And another classic, that Dayton won World Title Classic when it all began between Joe and Punk.
If both of those matches hadn't been so great in split votes, I think one of those matches, well, I know one of those matches would have won Match of the Year.
Steve Corino, he is no stranger to Julius Smokes either. Of course, he had that legendary feud against Homicide in 2003. Bitter friends, stiffer enemies, that bloodbath match of the year candidate. Who will ever forget that one? And of course, War of the Wire right here in Boston. The last time Corino actually competed in Boston, Thanksgiving weekend of 2003.
Oh, look at Corino showing a little bit of frustration with CM Punk there.
There's that odd relationship acting up once again.
Now it's CM Punk's turn to corner Reyes and is going to chop him. Now he's going to bring him out of the corner. Charges in, big running forearm. CM Punk needs to get him closer to the corner, but instead he's going to drop the knee drop.
Cover. And you notice, Mark, when CM Punk hit the ropes, Julius Smoke's right there to interfere if the opportunity presented itself. I know the fans are sick of his interference. I'm sick of it. Someone's going to put a stop to it.
And the king of old school offering up his boot in the corner. Now Steve Corino blatantly Steve Corino directing traffic from the outside. Oh, I don't know about that one, Steve. Oh, there's the tag. Again, Corino expressing a little bit of frustration. Wanted one more shot, instead gets tagged in.
Maybe Punk had enough of him just sitting there. I don't know.
Maybe there's that too. But Steve Corino, it looks like you got two traffic cops on the same team.
Corino now holding him up there, letting him think about it. Reyes, all the blood is rushing to his head as he is dropped down. Cover. Romero right there for the save, and that's vintage Rottweilers. Of course, they're known as the Havana Pitbulls and other circuits, and that's exactly the kind of tag team work you can expect from them. One of them always right there. It looks like Reyes and Romero back on the same page. Definitely adds a huge psychological advantage to the corner of the Rottweilers. And look at that, Corino goading Romero in, taking advantage with a low blow. Corino's
to go for the cover, which he should. I almost wonder why you bother tagging. If Corino went for the cover right after that, they may have gotten the 3 count.
That was a little hit and run there, Mark. The low blow and get out of there. Punk having some words for a girl in the crowd there. And Reyes paying the price with a series of punches to the head.
And again, notice Corino on the outside directing traffic.
And there, vintage Reyes and Romero.
CM Punk has just got to be smarter than that, frankly.
Maybe he shouldn't be so distracted with the crowd, as right now CM Punk at a big disadvantage. Romero taking it to Corino. This is the aggressiveness of Reyes and Romero that made them tag team champions for the past 5 months. There's a choke. Romero taking full advantage of the 5 count.
Has there been a more vicious team as ROH Tag Team Champions?
They are so aggressive, and I believe that you are looking at the most vicious team. Reyes misses a high knee.
I'd like to credit CM Punk for nice quickness, but I think that was just instinct falling out of the way.
Excuse me, that was Romero. Romero, of course, loves to use those submissions, those strikes, those kicks, and he got on one of those submissions right there. Variation of the octopus?
Yes, very much so.
Look at him, he's trying to rip that arm, that shoulder right out of its socket, twisting the torso of CM Punk, causing pain up and down his body. Corino started stepping into the ring, and look at Reyes right there to cut him off. That's what makes them tag team champions.
Well, Reyes and Romero, their teamwork is just so smooth. And now they're going to go ahead and feint the tag. I do have a question. Couldn't they have actually tagged in the time it took them to pretend like they tagged?
Hey, it's more fun that way.
Okay.
Hanson better start getting on the ball. As right now, Ray is trying to twist the head off of CM Punk's body. That could easily sprain your neck.
No! Julius, back off in the corner.
Now we're going to see a little bit as to how Corino and Punk respond. This is the first time in this match they've really had to wrestle from behind.
And right now, Reyes and Romero are just twisting Punk in all sorts of different directions.
Dan Moff or CM Punk, who can absorb more punches?
I don't want to pick one of those guys.
Well, and that's what Reyes and Romero need to be conscious of. I think their best, Romero is probably the better submission wrestler of the two. I honestly don't think you could beat CM Punk into submission. I think Romero needs to take the lead here and go for submission move.
Right now, Romero and Julius Smokes having some fun on the outside, getting a little bit too overzealous.
Well, I'm telling you, and the last thing you need to... How many beatings have you seen CM Punk absorb and come back and win a match?
I mean, you want to talk about a guy who finished in all the Wrestler of the Year polls in 2004, that's CM Punk, and he did that by taking that beating. I mean, who will ever forget that street fight at Death Before Dishonor Part 2? Nice back suplex by Romero.
Yeah, and it figures that that would be both Dan Moff and CM Punk in that match.
Those two teams brutalized each other. Right now, though, the Rottweilers are dismantling Punk. It looks like we have a sitting octopus hold here.
There you go. Yeah, he grabs the half Nelson and grapevines the leg from a supine position.
Punk needs out to Carino. And there you see Romero driving that elbow into the ribcage of Punk. Extra pain.
Now this is where Reyes needs to pay attention, because I like the strategy of going for submission, but this only works if you can make sure that you can stop Carino from making the save and CM Punk counters with the hip toss. Is CM Punk actually more dangerous when he's hurt?
He gets like a wounded animal. I mean, you saw how hard he fought when he was bleeding to death in that Samoa Joe match at All-Star Extravaganza 2. And what's this?
Going for the abdominal stretch.
Punk reverses it. Punk using his last ounce of energy, and maybe not the wise move for Punk to go for, as he left himself open to Reyes and was not able to even think about making the tag.
Well, you'd like to think that he wouldn't have gotten that clear of an entry into the ring. Jiminy cricket.
Steve Carino a little lax here. Now Carino's just distracting Hansen, allowing Reyes to put the boots to Punk.
You know, I'm so tired of seeing veterans distract the referee and everybody talk about that. Shows how competitive they are. And Steve Carino just has to be smarter than that.
Or maybe Steve Carino enjoys seeing Punk get a couple of boots there.
Gut wrench salto. Honest to God, I know Carino and Punk have some kind of a weird relationship, but I think their competitiveness and I think their desire to win really does override it.
You're right about that. These two people live to win. I mean, Empire State Showdown, if you want an example of their relationship, back in 2003, that is a must-see show, that CM Punk versus Steve Carino match. I mean, now it's just something really, really unique at Empire State Showdown. Sunset flip, Punk goes too far, though, and Reyes cuts him off. Goes for a cover.
Well, and this is what happens when you've taken as many headshots as Punk has taken. It does affect your depth perception at some point.
And look at that, Reyes just stepping on the hair of Punk so he can't move, and tags in Romero. Romero, such pinpoint accuracy with those knees.
Romero and Reyes wrestling with such confidence right now. You know, they're in the ring with two terrific teams in the Carnage Crew and then CM Punk and Steve Carino. You've got a two-time world champion and CM Punk, who is going to be world champion. And Reyes and Romero, don't let it affect them emotionally. It doesn't let it affect their confidence one bit. They wrestle every match knowing they're going to win.
If anything, Romero is cockier than ever tonight. There goes the tag into Reyes.
Look at Julius Smokes calling signals from the outside. CM Punk so resilient, trying to fight his way out of trouble here.
This could be a big double team. Punk ducks. Gets Steve Carino. Here comes Carino. Big punch. He takes down both Rottweilers. Body slam. Follows up with another one on Romero. Carino now whipping in Reyes. Leg lariat. Challenges Romero to charge him. Ducks. Enziguri. Carino very agile these days.
Steve Carino has brought his team all the way back into this match. CM Punk has taken such a brutal beating, though. I don't know how much of a factor CM's going to be from this point on.
Steve Carino on fire tonight, saving Ricky Landell earlier from Roderick Strong. Now taking it to Ricky Reyes. Rocky Romero cuts him off. Once again, the Rottweilers a 2-on-1 advantage. He has Carino hooked, trying to get the big man up for a vertical.
Carino spreads his balance. A nice move by Reyes and Romero. Romero goes over, great balance, lands on his feet.
Cover for a 2 count. Carino shaking it off.
Reyes immediately follows up on the advantage, drop toe hold.
And Mark, wow, Carino really wasn't on the offense for that long. LaMagistel, 2 count. Reyes and Romero are really taking it to Punk and Carino.
I know I've said this before, but it is time to talk about Reyes and Romero when you talk about the all-time great ROH sets of tag team champions.
Especially after that springboard drop kick, beautifully done. Romero just keeps growing and growing and growing with that confidence.
CM Punk does distract the referee. Nice move by CM. See, that's how you pick the time to come in and interfere and help your partner.
And it paid off. Carino kicking out at the 2 count. He goes in again. No! Northern Lights bomb on Romero. Carino might have saved himself in his opportunity of becoming a tag team champion.
We talked about how resilient CM Punk is. Now CM Punk looking for the tag to get back in because you're right. Steve Carino didn't have much offense. Give the Rottweilers credit. They absorbed everything the 2-time world champion had to give. Here's CM Punk in, here's Reyes in. Punk immediately, double underhook, brings him up into the backbreaker.
Welcome to Chicago, cover! 2 count only. Punk has to get a flurry of offense here as the Rottweilers have taken very little. Beautiful.
Fisherman suplex.
Carino now back to his feet. Romero sending him to the floor. But look at this, Carino trying to grab Romero, take him out with him. No, Romero back elbows and Carino is down again. More double team work from Reyes and Romero. Big knee, lariat, down goes Punk.
Reyes and Romero are so smooth tonight.
Cover. Once again, though, you notice normally Romero would be there to make the save. Another lapse from the Rottweilers. That could cost them the tag titles tonight. You can't have lapses like that against a team like Carino and Punk.
I couldn't agree with you more there, Jimmy.
And what's this? They have Punk up. Inverted Bulldog off the top, or DDT. Cover.
Just a 2, he rolls the shoulder, just a 2.
Reyes is in shock, and I can't blame him. Punk showing a great deal of resiliency, kicking out of that move. Romero now sent to the floor by Carino. Reyes perhaps trying to German, back elbows by Punk. Shining Wizard connects. Punk pulls Reyes into the middle of the ring. He's got that Anaconda vice on. Reyes could tap. Punk has made Luke tap with this. He's made Alex Shelley tap. That's a very impressive list. Will it bring him the tag team titles right here? Oh, and look, Julius Smokes up on the... What's this? Roderick Strong attacking the knee of Steve Carino. Carino saving a student earlier tonight from Roderick Strong. Hanson seen none of it.
Now I think Roderick Strong is trying to save the honor of stopping the Rottweilers Tag Team Championship run.
Or he's just making a target of Steve Carino. Generation Next trying to make their name. The high knee gets Punk. Reyes and Romero retain the tag titles. Who can stop them? And also, what will happen with Steve Carino and Generation Next now? It is intermission time in Boston. We have breaking news on the man about to square off with Jushin Liger. Low-key Low-Ki attacked referee Sean Hansen at Final Battle 2004. That disrespect to the Code of Honor and ROH officials will not be tolerated. Low-Ki has been suspended indefinitely from ROH. He will be made an example of. In other news, ROH has come to terms with James Gibson. You see here, courtesy of Full Impact Pro, James Gibson, formerly known as Jamie Noble, is coming to Ring of Honor in 2005. He's coming to make an impact. Who will he align with? What will his goals be? You will find out in the upcoming shows in ROH. Check ROHWrestling.com. Call 215-781-2500 for all the info and latest news, including James Gibson about to make his debut in ROH on the 3rd anniversary celebration week. We're coming to Newark, Dayton, and Chicago. To say it. We have the former Ring of Honor World Champion Samoa Joe set for action against a man who probably will break out in 2005, Nigel McGuinness. The Code of Honor is followed. Todd Sinclair making sure both men are ready, and we're underway. Joe more popular than ever.
What a show of respect by the ROH fans. Jimmy, you were talking earlier about how intelligent the ROH fans are, and that's how they show it right there. Even though Samoa Joe's incredible 20-month reign as ROH champion was finally ended, they still know what that reign means, and they still know how Joe, with that title reign, grew Ring of Honor, and they were showing their respect for him right there.
I'll admit it, Ring of Honor had hard times earlier in the year last year of 2004, and it was Samoa Joe's title reign that led the comeback of Ring of Honor in 2004. Samoa Joe, he saved Ring of Honor. It was the strength of his title reign that carried Ring of Honor in 2004. I used to refer to Low-Ki as the ROH legend for that legendary series of matches he had in ROH's first year on the first shows of ROH, but I think that the title of ROH legend now belongs to Samoa Joe.
It does, but now that he is legend, he is almost as big of a target now as he was when he had the belt. Nigel McGuinness immediately moves into top contender position with a victory over Samoa Joe. The two men that most wanted to see Samoa Joe's title reign go one more month are in the ring right now. Obviously Samoa Joe, and if Samoa Joe had retained against Austin Aries, this would be Nigel McGuinness' title shot tonight.
Nigel McGuinness, this is a guy that can definitely break out to the next level and wear championship gold in 2005, but you're right, Mark, he needs a victory here, and you can make your reputation, make your name, and put yourself right into top title contention with a victory over Samoa Joe. Joe right now trying to punch, trying to forearm Nigel McGuinness. McGuinness in a defensive position tries to move in on Joe there, now gets out of the hold and goes back to the cravache.
Well, Samoa Joe wanted to strike early, and now look at Nigel McGuinness isn't going to be suckered into trading shots with Samoa Joe. Nobody survives when you do that. And Nigel McGuinness going right back to his strength, which is mat wrestling.
This is not the first time meeting between Nigel McGuinness and Samoa Joe, as they were on opposite sides of the tag team pure title versus world title match at Weekend of Thunder, and I thought that was one of the best matches of the Weekend of Thunder of the entire weekend.
Well, and that's another secondary story in this, is that when Samoa Joe was ROH champion, he really didn't like the fact that that they created the pure title. He thought there should only be one champion, and that was his championship.
Joe coming in. No, McGuinness moves out of the way, and that is a move that caught McGuinness in that tag team match at Weekend of Thunder Night 1. Samoa Joe able to counter that headstand by running in with a big boot to the face of Nigel McGuinness, almost knocking McGuinness out back on November 5th. McGuinness, obviously watching the tape of that match, avoids the big kick this time.
And look at the way Nigel McGuinness is trying to control the pace of the match. The one thing we learned about Samoa Joe against CM Punk, he can go with the distance, but Nigel McGuinness still wants to wrestle more of a slow, methodical style. No blind charges, and no taking unnecessary risks to open him up to one of those big thundering shots of Samoa Joe.
Nigel McGuinness is a very tricky opponent as he employs that European style. We're seeing it here. Samoa Joe, though, using his quickness and now using his power.
Well, Nigel McGuinness is a self-proclaimed reformed soccer hooligan. Came to the United States where he really discovered professional wrestling, trained by the great Les Thatcher.
Right now, Samoa Joe working on the arm of Nigel McGuinness. Both men trying to get an advantage. McGuinness, nice counters. He has so many of them. Back elbow, and that one stuns Joe. Payback for that forearm earlier. What's McGuinness going for here? Takes him over into a pinning combination. 2 count only from ref Todd Sinclair.
Oh, what a forearm by Samoa Joe! Nigel McGuinness may be out. Nigel McGuinness may think he's back in the middle of a soccer riot.
McGuinness is one tough individual. We saw that at Battle Lines Are Drawn when he had his head rammed into that steel post and he bled all over the place. So Nigel McGuinness can take a blow. Right now, though, he's feeling the face wash.
It doesn't matter how tough you are. Nobody recovers from punishment like that.
That is a big, powerful boot to the face. McGuinness, he either has to roll out and get those cobwebs out of his head, or he's got to make a comeback soon, because right now Samoa Joe is showing why he was such a dominating world champion.
But if he does go to the outside, then that allows Samoa Joe to set him up for the ole ole kick.
You have a cover.
In his own way, Samoa Joe still has a title to defend, and that's the title of legend. He's still considered by a lot of people, the man to beat in ROH.
Samoa Joe definitely received his fair share of rewards for everything that he did in 2004, whether it's the Wrestling Observer, Pro Wrestling Torch, PWInsider.com. Samoa Joe at the very top of all the Wrestler of the Year polls. That's what happens when you hold that belt so dominating. That's what happens when you have that trilogy against CM Punk. Right now, though, Samoa Joe, oh, did you see that? He took out the leg of Nigel McGuinness there.
And it's not just the trilogy against CM Punk. Samoa Joe, as champion, almost approached it like he was a challenger. Almost felt this desire that he had. The big man flies to the rope with a forearm. The Panther strikes. Samoa Joe, 260 pounds, goes through the air. And Nigel McGuinness is about to revisit his days as a soccer hooligan.
It's the first Ole Ole Kicks of 2005 coming up. How much can Nigel McGuinness take? Samoa Joe wants another one. Jay Lethal, you see him in the corner of Samoa Joe. Another big Ole Ole kick. Of course, Jay Lethal is a protege of Samoa Joe.
Being the first person in front of Samoa Joe after he loses the title is like standing in the middle of the train tracks, isn't it?
I tell you what, Mark, I know that you weren't able to be in attendance that night, but that was a moment that no one will ever forget who was there when Austin Aries finally defeated Samoa Joe. I mean, the atmosphere, you just cannot describe it. Even the tape, the DVD, I mean, it's great to see in your home, but I mean, you had to be there live. It was such an emotional moment. There were fans in tears. It was just something else.
And to show what a great champion Samoa Joe is, no excuses. Just did nothing but give Austin Aries credit and ask for a rematch. No excuses, no whining, nothing.
Not only that, but he made sure that Aries showed the belt respect. He made sure that Aries shook his hand. And Joe right now teaching respect to Nigel McGuinness. Final Battle 2004 is a night that no one will ever forget. And this is turning into a night that Nigel McGuinness will never forget unless he can come back soon.
But give Nigel McGuinness credit.
He is fired up.
Yeah, Nigel McGuinness not backing down from the fight.
He is taking it to Samoa Joe, and Joe seems a little stunned.
Nigel McGuinness, I agree with what you said earlier, Jimmy. I think this guy has a chance to be the breakout guy for 2005. Where was Austin Aries on the ladder in 2004, in January?
He wasn't even on the roster, Mark.
Yeah, he wasn't even on the roster. So everybody right now is looking at the opportunity, and they know that's the great thing about Ring of Honor. You can work your way up the ladder. This is a competition-based organization, not a reputation-based organization.
There's no politics here. It's all about your ability. It doesn't matter if you kiss ass. There's no writers who have favorites. It's all about competition. And hold on. Look at that. Joe trying to swerve in this time, trying to go for a loop on that handstand to get Nigel, and Nigel able to catch Samoa Joe with that kick. Once again, the headstand working for Nigel McGuinness. Joe, though, very nicely trying to change his way of approaching Nigel McGuinness there, but once again, it didn't work. Joe going for that sidewalk slam again, but Nigel blocks it.
Thrust kick connects. Nigel McGuinness going for the upset. No! Nigel McGuinness has fought his way all the way back into this match.
McGuinness's knee definitely seems to be bothering him. Earlier, Joe with that leg sweep, it seemed that Nigel McGuinness had his foot planted in a really bad way. And hold on, now McGuinness is going for that arm submission out of nowhere. He's made people tap to this before. Can Joe hang on? McGuinness, no previous work on the arm, though.
It's one thing, and Joe is just so incredibly powerful.
Joe gets out of it. No, McGinnis a reversal. Hammerlock kicks the leg out. Divorce court.
And now we're wrestling the match that Nigel McGuinness wants to wrestle. In the middle of the ring, swapping holds. Down on the mat, going for the submission again. What an upset would it be if he can not only beat Samoa Joe, but make him tap?
We've already seen Luke tap tonight, and I never thought I'd see that day. Will Samoa Joe be next? Joe reaching for the ropes, trying to inch his way there. Perhaps the only thing that can save him. There, he's got the ropes.
Nigel McGuinness making you look like a prophet when you called him the potential breakout star of 2005.
Well, I know how to pick those stars, Mark. McGuinness needs to stay on that injured limb of Samoa Joe as he is fighting through obvious pain in his knee.
Nigel McGuinness, we said earlier, what a horrible spot to be in. Samoa Joe with a power slam!
Look at Joe, though. He is clutching at that arm, trying to shake off the pain.
How does somebody that big turn so quickly in the air?
He is just so agile, so powerful, so quick. That is why he held the ROH title for 21 months. Right now, Samoa Joe isn't thinking about Mick Foley, who he'll face later tonight in a non-sanctioned confrontation. He's thinking about defeating Nigel McGuinness, who is going back to the arm, trying to kick it out again. No, Joe using that quickness. That would have been it, though, if Joe and Nigel had connected that.
Show! Devastating clothesline, and I do mean devastating.
He almost decapitated Nigel with that lariat. Cover, too close to the ropes. You saw Joe did try to pull Nigel further into the ring. He couldn't, though.
That's because Nigel was dead weight at that particular moment.
Nigel saving himself on the ropes. What an effort we're seeing from Nigel McGuinness in this one. Could you imagine if the world title was on the line? What's Joe going for now? Forearm, a headbutt. Nigel does have a hard head. Joe perhaps trying to set up for that muscle buster off the top. Oh, it's all over. He could end Nigel's career if he hits it. McGuinness fighting for his life now. Fires back. Drops Joe. If he could get the cover, he could get the win. There it is. Too close to the ropes.
We talked about this. Jimmy, how unenviable of a position is it to have to be Samoa Joe's first match after Joe loses the title? Nigel McGuinness, not only is he standing on the train track, he is charging into the train.
McGuinness trying to shake off the pain in the knee from earlier. Joe, he has a wounded arm. McGuinness now goes for the headstand. He went to the well one time too many. Joe now scoops him up. Death Valley driver. Joe snapped. He's got the choke. McGuinness had no choice. Samoa Joe scores the victory with the choke.
What a great effort by Nigel McGuinness.
And you know what's going to come up later. Samoa Joe is not done yet. Later on tonight after the official show ends, Samoa Joe will go face to face with Mick Foley in a non-sanctioned confrontation. ROH officials want no responsibility for what might happen when Samoa Joe and Mick Foley get in the ring. Samoa Joe leveled Mick Foley with a punch and final battle. What's going to happen later on tonight?
straight to the news.
Homicide's in the ring! It is on! This has exploded, and the match hasn't even started yet! They're already into the crowd!
The best of 5 series is underway. Homicide versus Bryan Danielson, and this match might be over before it even starts. This is supposed to be a tap-out match, and it's spilling all over the building.
This is absolutely ignited! Cameraman, let's stay with this as long as we can. You knew this was going to be intense, but Jimmy, did you expect anything like this?
I'm getting a little nervous. I'm getting that pit in my stomach. This is out of control. Bodies are flying everywhere. It's another Rottweiler riot. People get out of the way. This is getting very, very dangerous.
Neither man's going to back down.
This is getting dangerous for everybody in the National Guard Armory.
There's the Ron Artest situation all over again.
There is no control in this at all. Oh man, I'm getting really, really nervous.
This is a bad situation.
Homicide with a chair now.
Put it in the ring. Put it in the ring.
What's going on? What's Julian? We back? Go to the Cornette promo. We gotta get some order restored. Go to the pre-tape. We're gonna get this order restored.
You know why? I'm not sure. Why? I don't really know why I bother sometimes to take it easy on somebody. Just because I had a little modicum of respect for somebody at one time. Just because at one time I looked up to somebody. Just because at one time I thought I could learn something from somebody. But somebody wouldn't get out of the way. Somebody would let the new blood take over, and that's right, because I am a slim, trim, 29 years old, 199 pounds. I just started when I was 12. Let me tell you something, Bobby Heenan. I treated you like an old man, and that's where I made my mistake. I treated you like a has-been, and that's where I made my mistake, and I'll be the first one to admit I don't make many mistakes. I thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken. But this time is going to be different, because Bobby Heenan, I'm not going into this treating you like a has-been. I'm not going into this treating you like somebody I can make a reputation off of to further myself. This time, I'm going into it like it's Jim Cornette, the Louisville Slugger, and Bobby the Brain Heenan, just like old times. Because I don't care whether you're 69, 79, 89, 99, or 112. The point is, you still got one up on me, and I don't like that, Bobby. Not one bit. I don't know why you would do something like that to Jim Cornette, a man who treated you well, a man who tried to give you a graceful way out of this profession. Well, I got news for you, Bobby. Vince couldn't kill you. WCW couldn't kill you. Cancer couldn't kill you. But Jim Cornette, the Louisville Slugger, is going to put Bobby the Brain Heenan out of this business one way or another. You mark my words.
All right, we're back, and this match is being restarted. We have some control.
What for how long?
I can't even describe what happened. You saw our cameraman getting hit there by Julius Smokes, causing us to black out, lose our feed, and that doesn't even compare to the mayhem that was going on in the crowd there. We had to stop everything, get the wrestlers to the back, and then we're going to restart the match now, and it's back underway. The Homicide versus Bryan Danielson Best of 5 series has started.
But you can still feel that violence simmering, can't you?
Here you have Julius Smokes and Rocky Romero coming back to ringside now.
Oh, we do not need them here. This situation's about to ignite as it is.
I can't even describe what just happened in the crowd, and it's not something we could even show you. Now, however, it took some time. Fortunately, we had that Jim Cornette promo. Looking forward to Cornette versus Heenan again. We had that pre-tape, but now we got this match started here. It's a tap-out match. The only way to win is to make your opponent tap out.
We're going to be here for a long time because I can't imagine either one of these men giving the other man the satisfaction of tapping out.
Bryan Danielson is coming into this. Whoa, what a slap. Bryan Danielson is coming into this match with an injured left arm. First it was attacked on 12 Ford All-Star Extravaganza by Homicide with a double stomp off the top rope and a post-match attack after Danielson defeated Homicide. Then it was Final Battle 2004. Bryan Danielson and Loki brawling throughout the National Guard Armory in Philadelphia. Homicide blindsiding Danielson and using a chair on that left arm.
Crossface with a knee in the back.
It should also be noted that Homicide had the debut of a new arm submission that brought him a victory over Josh Daniels at Final Battle. And you see Homicide trying to go for the arm in the early going, and yes, targeting that left arm.
Takes him down with the overhand wrist lock. And just in case this situation isn't volatile enough, you've got the Jackal circling at ringside.
Julius Smokes, he was a factor in that Ultimate Endurance, and you better believe he'll be a factor in this one. You always have to keep an eye on him. And you also have Rocky Romero out there. Nice takeover by Danielson.
Now this is the match in this Best of 5 series that you would see you would think that Bryan Danielson has an advantage, because tell me there's a better technical wrestler in ROH.
Bryan Danielson is one of the best in the world, period. You do not want to antagonize Homicide. There is no telling what he'll do, especially after what we saw earlier. Well, you folks at home didn't see it, but with that Yankee sucks chant. And of course, it should be noted, last time ROH was in Boston, Julius Smokes was not in the building. He was in Boston, but he was in jail for urinating on Fenway Park. Homicide now with the side headlock. Oh, shoulder block, and you notice he pinpoint accuracy targeted that left arm of Bryan Danielson.
Well, that's the thing that's frustrating to a lot of the fans about Homicide, is this is as fine of a wrestler as you're going to find. It's just he's completely lost control of his emotions. But the things he does isn't because that's the only thing he can do. You know, he's just completely thrown the code of honor out the window for his own selfish purposes. And it's not because he can't wrestle.
It was frustration, I guess. There is no telling why Homicide snapped in 2004. He disappeared for a couple of shows, came back, had a shot at the world title, thought he won it at Reborn Stage 1. When he didn't, he threw that fireball, and ever since then we've seen this new Homicide, and I don't like him at all.
Well, the Jackals interfering already. They trap Danielson's foot.
Julius Smokes trying to antagonize the crowd. Homicide working on Danielson. This is the first of Best of 5 series.
Drop kick and a beauty by Danielson.
These two will have the opportunity to choose the stipulations. Oh, Danielson going to the arm of Homicide, showing Homicide what it feels like.
Well, we're assuming that either one of these men will be able to wrestle again after this match. And the way the first few moments exploded, I don't think they're going for victories here. I think they're trying to end the other guy's career.
Things have calmed down a little bit as these two go into the wrestling now. Danielson working on the legs of Homicide.
But you can feel that outbreak of violence right under the surface, can't you?
It's always going to be there. That intensity is always going to be there. What's Danielson doing now? He is in firm control, looking towards the crowd. What a leg submission, what a bridge.
Bridges into the Indian Deathlock.
Now he's tying Homicide up like a pretzel. Pressure on the leg and pressure on the arm. Danielson, of course, he attacked the arm earlier and he's been attacking the legs. That submission affects it all. Homicide manages to roll out. There is no telling what stipulations we'll see in this best of 5 series. Each match will have a different stipulation, and who even says it'll go 5 matches? This one could be over in 3, it could be over in 4.
It could be over tonight at this rate.
Every match will have a different stipulation as Danielson unleashes those European uppercuts and a spin kick, something you normally don't see out of him. Divorce court by Homicide, he goes right back to that arm.
Homicide, one of the things that makes him such a great wrestler is when Bryan Danielson had him wrapped up a second ago, a lot of guys panic, especially if it's a hold they've never seen before. Homicide didn't panic. All Homicide keeps his composure, rolls through it, and escapes. As impressive as a hold as that was by Danielson, I think it was an even more impressive escape by Homicide.
Homicide is the leader of the Rottweilers. He can do it all, whether it's submission wrestling, strong style, brawls. He is one of the best at going today at doing every different style. He was Ring of Honor's MVP in 2003. His feuds against Samoa Joe and Steve Corino will never be forgotten, and now he's got a new one here against Bryan Danielson.
At this rate, this is going to quickly be put back up on that map too, isn't it?
The fans in full support of Bryan Danielson as Homicide continues to work on that left arm. Danielson's in so much pain.
Whoever wins this 5-match series,
a cheap shot by Julius Smokes. Now won by Romero, and that's not so much as for punishment, that's just reminding Danielson that they're there and he better worry about them.
Yeah, that's a little mind game right there.
Look at that, an arm submission by Homicide. Danielson trying to bridge his way out. Homicide trying to break that arm. Danielson reaching for the ropes, there it is.
And Homicide wisely has centered his attack on that left arm that he's injured twice on previous shows. Homicide with a hammerlock neck clench combination also has that leg grapevine.
Homicide well aware of the fact that Danielson's arm is injured. He's taking full advantage of that in this tap-out match. Danielson's got to get out of this hold. Oh, look at that, a knee to the face.
Interesting to see after that, just that incredible brawl, that Homicide has regained his faculties and is actually wrestling a very intelligent match here.
Well, it was a long period of time that these guys were given to calm down before this match was restarted. Uh-oh. Homicide trying to insult Danielson with those slaps in the head, and look at that intensity in the eyes of Bryan Danielson. You can't insult Bryan Danielson like that. Danielson fires back with those European uppercuts. Levels Homicide. Whip into the ropes. Big kick to the gut. Danielson back to the leg. Oh, and we've seen this before from Bryan Danielson. Whether it's classics against Jushin Liger, Samoa Joe, Austin Aries, Bryan Danielson, he loves to use this surfboard. Can he get him over? Yes!
And because this is a tap-out match, Danielson doesn't have to worry about his shoulder shield. That's allowing him to put even more pressure on the hold.
How can Homicide withstand the pain? Oh! That's just painful to look at. Julius Brooks jumping up on the apron. Homicide going to the eyes to get out of the hold.
Simply put, the human body was not meant to bend in that direction.
Danielson calling for the airplane spin, another favorite of his. Homicide trying to fight for his life to get out of it.
Look how long he's able to control Homicide. Just amazing strength.
Danielson's so dizzy, he just misfired that dropkick by a mile.
Maybe it wasn't such a good idea.
Ace crusher. Danielson rolls to the floor, trying to get those cobwebs out of his head.
Is it too early to declare a feud of the year candidate?
Kyle, right now with this intensity, I'm fearful and I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen between these two. What's Homicide doing now?
He's too dizzy. He's trying to find Danielson. I think he found him.
Tope con Hilo. Homicide puts it all on the line. That might have done just as much damage to Homicide as it did to Danielson.
Here's what amazes me about both these athletes is after that incredible brawl we saw earlier, both men have come into the ring and regained their composure.
Homicide into the ropes. Danielson catches him. Oh, elbows that knee. Notice Homicide comes up clutching that knee. Danielson turns it over into a simple but effective half crab.
The half crabs are actually more effective than the full crab because you've got your full body on one knee joint as opposed to both, because two legs are stronger than two arms.
Homicide trying to crawl to the ropes to save himself. Yes, he does. Julius Smokes there with a chair just in case. More mind games from Julius Smokes. He's basically showing Bryan Danielson, I can hit you with this whenever I want. And Danielson may be going for cattle mutilation. Homicide going for a low blow. Danielson blocked it. Big lariat. What's Homicide signaling for? He just signaled to Smokes. Smokes is ripping off that corner pad. STF by Homicide. This affects the knee and the neck and wrenches the torso. Homicide lets go. There's that bare corner pad. Homicide trying to throw Danielson into it. Danielson blocks it though. Into those bare buckles. Oh, Mark.
Oh, he just fed him that ring post. He absolutely fed him the ring post.
Right with that bad left arm. Now Homicide, oh, he's got that cinched in.
In the center of the ring. The only way Bryan Danielson can go is to his left. Rolling through to try to put his shoulders on the mat to get him to break the hold himself won't work. But look at Danielson. Danielson escapes. And with a go behind. Fights through the block. Look at the balance of Homicide. Homicide goes back to the cross arm breaker.
Danielson once again in the middle of the ring. He has to be close to tapping. Imagine how much pain he's in. Danielson reaches the ropes and saves himself.
Have you ever seen anybody counterbalance the belly-to-back suplex into a cross arm breaker like Homicide just did?
Well, you got to give Homicide all the credit in the world, despite my personal feelings towards him. Homicide now going up, trying to finish off Danielson. Danielson's arm has to be screaming in agony.
And I think Homicide's knee is. Look how long it's taking Homicide to get to the top rope.
And you notice he walked pretty gingerly over to those ropes. His knee is definitely bothering him. Danielson going for high impact here. He's going for the home run swing. He's got to score with it.
Well, he's got to score with it. Then he's got to lock into the submission.
He gets it. Danielson now, what's he going for?
It's almost like a reverse figure four.
Oh, and he bridges to add to the pressure.
A bridging figure four by Danielson.
Homicide in a world of pain, and what's Smokes doing? No, this is such a great match.
But remember this move in matches 2, 3, and 4.
Hold on, Smokes is going up to the top. This might be a DQ. Danielson relinquishes the hold. Smokes slam to the delight of the Boston area fans. Perhaps Julius Smokes will be a non-factor now. Danielson up on the top. Oh, Homicide catches him. What's Homicide doing? He's got the arm.
The arm.
There's that arm submission that made Josh Daniels tap. Can Danielson survive? Danielson is in a world of pain. He is stuck in the middle of the ring. He taps.
Homicide makes Bryan Danielson tap.
Wow, that arm must have been in so much pain. Danielson, he had a choice to make. Lose the match or have his career ended. He might have lost the functionality of that arm if he did not tap. Homicide 1-0 in the best of 5 series. Danielson's arm in a world of pain. Oh, Mark, what's going to happen in the next match?
I don't know, but I can't wait to see it. What an incredible encounter here.
What's Homicide doing? He's signaling for something.
No, the victory's not enough for Smokes and Homicide. Just handed him brass knucks. They want to end this right now.
Rocky Romero coming back to the ring. Homicide has a mic and some brass knuckles. Danielson's still in pain. That arm was attacked on 2 previous shows, isolated in this match. Julius Smokes getting in some cheap shots.
The match is over. The referee is gone. Bryan Danielson.
I'll beat you in your own game. It's not going to be a 3 out of 5. Your career is ending right now.
Homicide's going to end it. Danielson blocks. He shrugs off Smokes. Yes, he nails Smokes.
And now he has the brass knucks.
He just knocked out Homicide.
Bryan Danielson with the equalizer.
Homicide! Homicide! You may have beat me in my match, but next time I'm gonna fight you in your match. Whatever that is, me and Homicide take this match.
Match number 2 is going to be a tape fist fight.
Next time we get in the ring, I'm gonna hurt you bad.
Introducing first to my left, the challenger from Halsted Street in Chicago, Illinois, weighing 246 pounds, representing the Second City Saints, Colt Cabana. To my right, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing 202 pounds, representing Generation Next, is your Ring of Honor World Champion, Austin Aries.
We are set for Austin Aries' first world title defense. He will be taking on Colt Cabana, a man that he knocked out of action right here in Boston on August 28th at Scramble Cage Melee. Austin Aries coming off the top rope with a 450 on a chair on Cabana's shoulder, purposely tried to injure Cabana, and he was successful. Now not only will Cabana have a chance at revenge, he's got a shot at the world title. Could you imagine if Austin Aries loses the belt in his first title match? And Cabana's not wasting any time. He's going right after Aries.
Let me tell you something right now, Colt Cabana. I know you can't wait to get your hands on me. But this is Ring of Honor. So before this match officially starts, you show me the respect I deserve, and you shake my hand.
Hey, I'll give Aries some credit. The leader of Generation Next, he won't start a title match without a handshake. I mean, this is a guy who spent all of 2004 disrespecting the Code of Honor, not shaking hands. Maybe when Samoa Joe handed him the title belt, it really had an impact on Austin Aries.
Well, Samoa Joe insisted that Aries respect the title that night.
And Aries, yes, he shakes hands. He's going to be an honorable champion. Oh, then he goes for a cheap shot. He respected the Code of Honor, though. That's good to see.
Actually, I think Cabana went for the cheap shot at the same time and just connected.
Cabana taking it to Aries right now. Aries sprawling to the floor.
The crowd is on Colt Cabana's side.
I think Aries has something more to say.
Yeah.
Hey, this isn't about fun. This is all wrestling. You gotta wrestle me. Get out this belt.
Alright, this isn't a pure title match. It's getting a little ridiculous now.
Colt Cabana, the master of the roll-up.
That's right. He even pinned Samoa Joe with a sunset flip in the middle of Samoa Joe's title reign.
I was about to say, do you know name one thing that Austin Aries and Colt Cabana do have in common?
They have both defeated Samoa Joe. You know what? That was a brilliant mind game by the ROH World Champion by getting on the mic, even though he really didn't have anything to say. He was crying about a closed fist. He slowed the tempo down, slowed the pace down, and Colt Cabana might be taken out of his game plan because Cabana wanted Ed Aries in a bad way and jumped him at the bell.
You know, I just had a Twilight Zone moment when you referred to the ROH World Champion. Honest to God, I started looking for Samoa Joe.
Well, I'm sure you're not the only one. Nice counter by Colt Cabana sliding out of that leg vice.
You know, both of these guys have reputations as cheap. You know, let's make no mistake. Colt Cabana, very popular, and he is popular because he's an engaging, entertaining guy. But Colt Cabana, not a Boy Scout by any stretch of the imagination.
Not at all. Oh, look at that. He's making a mockery of Aries with those push-ups there. Gets out of the hold. Real quick, we talked about Austin Aries respecting the Code of Honor. The Code of Honor is made up of 3 laws of honor. They are respect the officials. Low-Ki didn't, and as a result, he is suspended. Shake hands before and after the match. You do that if you respect your opponent. If you have any respect, it shows what kind of character you have. And keep the playing field fair and level. Those are the 3 laws of honor that make up the Code of Honor, and the Code of Honor is what makes ROH different from everybody else.
You indulge me a little bit of wrestling history here, Jimmy?
Go ahead.
Bruno Sammartino held the WWF World Championship for 8 years. One of the longest world title reigns ever. Ivan Koloff wins the belt. Finally, it's the guy that takes the championship from Sammartino when everybody thought nobody was ever going to take it off. Sammartino loses the title in his very first defense at Madison Square Garden against Pedro Morales. It is not unprecedented for a champion to drop the belt in his first title defense, particularly a champion that unseats a long-standing champion such as Aries beating Samoa Joe.
Well, Colt Cabana is definitely a formidable challenger as well. It'll be something to see if Austin Aries can indeed match or even exceed Samoa Joe's title reign. Colt Cabana now picking him up, a series of body slams.
Colt looks great. Is it my imagination or has Colt dropped some weight?
It looks like he has. Colt Cabana is a guy who's achieved title success in the past here on ROH as half of the ROH Tag Team Champions. And this is a guy that could definitely reach the next level in 2005. And of course, a victory here would propel him to the top of the card. And I really think Colt Cabana could be a main eventer. He could be the top guy.
Well, it looks like Colt Cabana, to achieve that, is willing to go to the gym and watch his diet. I think this is the best physically I've seen Colt look.
And he is shaking off that assault from Austin Aries. Grabs Aries, fires with those punches.
Again, look how quick Colt is when he traps Aries' foot there.
Whips him in, Austin Aries ducks. Oh, levels him.
Austin Aries so explosive.
Austin Aries is a wrestling machine. He can fly, he can mat wrestle, he can hit hard, and he is as tough as they come. Remember when Bryan Danielson split his chin wide open at Survival of the Fittest? Austin Aries did not lose a step. Austin Aries is a guy that went 75 minutes against Bryan Danielson at Testing the Limit. Bryan Danielson has defeated CM Punk. Bryan Danielson took Slow Key to the limit at All-Star Extravaganza 2. It should be no surprise to anybody that he actually defeated Samoa Joe.
Yeah, but you gotta wonder, did he leave everything in the ring with Samoa Joe that night? Jimmy, how hard is it to come back mentally after you achieve something like stopping Samoa Joe's title reign?
Well, that's the difference between the good ones and the truly great ones. And look at that, Cabana blocking that elbow. That's one of Austin Aries' favorite moves.
I have never seen Colt Cabana look this quick. The loss in weight by Cabana is really paying off in the early going of this match.
So far, Cabana is frustrating Aries, but Aries has the advantage right now. Aries targeting that arm, spins off the top into a divorce cord. And now he's got a Fujiwara armbar. Colt Cabana now trying to get to the ropes, and yes, he does.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now we're going to be seeing how much confidence Colt Cabana has after recovering from that injury.
I don't know what's with Colt Cabana's haircut either. Oh, what a chop. The challenger fighting back. You're right, Mark. It does seem odd calling a world title match that Samoa Joe's not involved in. That's something that Austin Aries is going to have to break the mold of. Cabana trying to unleash some offense, whips Aries in. Oh, knee on the ribs. He's going for that power elbow. Nails it. Cover. It's going to take more than that to defeat someone like Colt Cabana.
Austin Aries has been methodical to this point in the match. You know, notice he's not charging in, and it's probably a smart move not charging into Colt Cabana. Cabana, the master of the flash pin and the quick roll-up.
Big elbow by Aries. He's so explosive. You know, no one ever put together a series of moves against Samoa Joe that Austin Aries did. I mean, you talk about the brainbuster, the crucifix bomb, the kick to the face, the forearms, topped off by the 450. No one ever put together a series like that against Samoa Joe, and that's why Austin Aries is your ROH World Champion. It's that explosiveness that you have to watch out for if you're wrestling Austin Aries. Cabana's got his shoulders on the mat. You better watch out. Grabs the ropes.
A lot of champions wrestle defensively once they get the belt. Now, for 20 months, Samoa Joe did not. Samoa Joe wanted to put the ROH title on the mat, and one of the ways he wanted to do that was by accepting every challenge and going into every match, not just to win it, but to dominate the match. It'll be interesting to see if Austin Aries, not as big and powerful as Joe, and probably a little bit more adept at mat wrestling and counter wrestling, if he goes to a little bit more defensive style. To this point, he's been methodical, but he's also been aggressive.
Well, Austin Aries has proved that he can go the 60 minutes if he has to. I mean, he went 75 against Bryan Danielson, and he's going for that crucifix bomb. Cabana sits down for a 2 count.
Cabana looks very sharp tonight.
Cabana is also countering Aries' trademark moves. Aries connects there. Cover. Aries has to be a little frustrated as Cabana keeps kicking
out. Now it looks like Austin Aries. Roll up by Colt Cabana, his first. Todd Sinclair barely gets out of the way. Look at Austin Aries right back on top. Austin Aries keeps his composure after the flash pin. Goes into the eyes.
Yeah, he was going right for those thumps to the eye.
Austin Aries making it very clear Austin Aries has got a different definition of respect than most guys. He wants to respect the title. He wants to shake hands. He'll respect the belt. He doesn't have the same respect for his opponent that he does for that title belt.
He seems to be willing to do anything to keep that title, while respecting the code of honor and being a respectful champion.
Now, Colt Cabana can not only relate to that, he can counter that.
What's Cabana going for here? Perhaps a Death Valley driver. Aries kicks his way out of it. Kicking those legs. Going right back to the arm. Oh, now he's got that stretch on. He's working on the arm, and he's got that illegal fish hook. Todd Sinclair's got to call for a break.
Yeah, this is a difference between Austin Aries and Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, don't get me wrong, Samoa Joe will take you out, but he wouldn't fish hook, and he wouldn't go into the eyes. There were lines that Samoa Joe would not cross. I don't know if those lines exist for Austin Aries.
Missile drop kick right to the face of Colt Cabana. There's that velocity, that force, that explosiveness. One more time. Once again, Cabana goes down. We got an immediate cover. 2 count only.
This is a statement match by Austin Aries. Austin Aries, not only is he defending a title, but in some ways he's chasing a ghost, because he finds himself wanting to live up to the legacy that Samoa Joe made as champion.
Austin Aries said that he will not walk in Samoa Joe's footsteps. He will make his own footsteps, his own legacy.
Yeah, and there was no curse on the Boston Red Sox.
Aries going up now. This crowd showing their appreciation of the hard work of both men in the ring. Cabana fighting out of the superplex attempt. Pushes Aries off.
Missile drop kick by Colt Cabana. And again, the hard work in the gym, the dropping the weight and the training really paying off for Colt Cabana.
Both men down. This is about who wants it more, who spent the extra time in the gym. Will Austin Aries be a fluke champion? Can Colt Cabana finally realize his potential and win the title?
Jimmy, can you see Colt Cabana holding the championship?
Oh, without a doubt.
I can too.
Austin Aries now struggles to his feet first, but Cabana unleashes a series of right hands. Cabana going for the big one. Drops the elbow.
We talked earlier about CM Punk's resiliency. Colt Cabana with a big backdrop on Austin Aries. Colt Cabana is another wrestler in ROH history that has made some huge comebacks, fought back from long odds, has absorbed some brutal beatings to come back and win matches.
Austin Aries now begging off. Oh, it's just a ploy. No, a counter again by Cabana.
But look at the bounce of Colt Cabana.
What's Cabana going for here? I haven't seen this out of Colt Cabana before. It looks like a razor's edge. Oh, he's spinning him around. New champion!
Did he get it? No! Todd Sinclair comes to his feet. Signals it's 2 7/8. But Cabana starting to feel it. Listen to this crowd behind Colt Cabana.
Austin Aries is in a world of trouble right now.
Double underhook by Cabana. Aries trying to fight his way out of the underhook.
He is going for the Colt 45. He's been a lot of guys with this. We have not seen this in a while. Yes, he's got him up. No, Austin Aries goes over. Aries now scooping up Cabana. What power. He's going up now.
Aries looking for that 450 splash. This is how he won the championship. Swing and a miss.
Can Cabana follow up? Turns him over. Oh!
I couldn't tell from that camera angle. Did he have him by the trunks?
I think Aries did. He pulled Cabana over by the trunks. That's what saved him.
Aries Cabana gonna fly.
The same moonsault.
You want to talk about holding nothing back?
What's Aries doing? He can't run. He's not going to the back, is he, Mark? There's nothing honorable about that. There's nothing prestigious about that.
Colt Cabana chasing him down. Colt Cabana's going to bring him back to the ring.
Cabana is not giving Aries a chance to breathe, and that's a very smart move from Colt Cabana. And look at this, once again, Aries trying to go towards that ramp. He's trying to run again.
No countouts in Ring of Honor, keep in mind.
I don't even know what would happen if Aries went back to the locker room, because the belt cannot change hands this way. It can only change hands on a pinfall or submission. This isn't a pure title match.
I don't think Colt Cabana wants to win the belt in that fashion.
Aries still trying to run another pinning combination. Oh, Aries just barely gets the shoulder up. Just barely. Colt Cabana a half a second away from glory. A half a second away from proving that Austin Aries' win was a fluke. He's got him hooked for that Colt 45 again. No, Aries gets out of it. He's going for the Brain Buster. Colt Cabana counters another one of Aries' trademark moves. Perhaps that's causing the frustration in Aries that's making him try to run. Cabana's got him up for that Colt 45. Nails it! He nails it, Mark, if he can get the cover. He's got to get him in the middle of the ring,
He
though.
rolled him the wrong way.
Oh, that mistake might have cost Colt Cabana the championship. Austin Aries now clutching that rope.
Don't let the same mistake. Don't let one mistake beat you twice. Cabana needs to forget that and go back after Aries. Look at Aries is clutching the bottom rope. Now he's going to roll back outside to the ring.
He was clutching that rope like it was a life jacket.
Austin Aries with a different definition of respect than Samoa Joe.
Aries once again trying to run, and look at Colt Cabana. He looks like he's in full control. Look at that confidence on his face. He can taste that title. He knows that it's within reach. He could be the next ROH World Champion.
Colt Cabana getting a little bit cocky here, though, playing to the crowd somewhat.
Oh, head first right into that steel.
Referee Todd Sinclair comes to the floor to try to bring this match back to the ring.
Well, that will definitely change the momentum in this one. As Aries now, he looks like he sees that this is an opportunity. What's he doing?
No, he can't be doing this.
He's got him hooked for that Brain Buster. This is what put Joe down inside the ring. That's just a steel ramp there. There is no giving that ramp.
He'll break Cabana's neck if he gives him a Brain Buster on that cement.
There's no way. There is no way. Nobody can withstand a brainbuster on that steel. That is just pure steel with no give. He's getting him up. No, Cabana blocks and saves himself. Cabana might have saved his career. No! Oh, once again, Cabana lowering his body weight. Aries now struggling. He has him up. Yes, brainbuster, dangerous!
Colt Cabana is out.
Bring it in the ring. Come on.
Todd Sinclair may stop the match right here.
Bring it in the ring.
Colt Cabana might have a broken neck.
Austin Aries.
Aries is proving he will do anything to keep that title. That is a desperation move. Cabana's out, and Aries should not be grabbing at his head and moving his neck like that.
No, absolutely not.
Todd Sinclair's got to get in there.
Todd Sinclair's got to in. I think Todd Sinclair needs to stop the match. There's no reason to drag him back to the ring just to beat him.
You cannot move somebody after something like that.
Now finally Sinclair gets in there. Austin Aries backs out. This crowd is stunned.
There is an eerie silence in this building.
Now I think even Austin Aries may have realized what he's done.
Aries, that's a concerned look on the face of the champion.
Yeah, I think Austin Aries now realizes. Now we have more officials out.
He might have gone too far with his desire to keep that title. We have the ROH officials coming out now. We might have to stop this match.
I think it should be stopped, and we need to get some medical officials out here as well.
Aries still looks stunned. This crowd doesn't know what to make of things. There's a certain portion of this crowd couldn't see what happened.
Now, Austin Aries' demeanor has completely changed.
Todd Sinclair telling Aries to stay in the ring.
Well,
Artie's in my earpiece, our producer. He said 911 has been called. We're getting an ambulance here to the building. Look at the faces of that crowd. They are stunned. They are shocked. They might have just seen Colt Cabana's career end, and let's just hope maybe only his career is ended. Let's hope he's not paralyzed. What's he doing?
He rolls. That's a good sign.
He's crawling to the ring.
No. No, you got to stop the match.
Colt Cabana's desire to be world champion is making him crawl to the ring. How's he doing it?
You've got to stop the match.
Where's he getting this from?
There's no way he can continue.
He's inching his way to the ring. He's yet to even get to his feet, though. He is crawling there. Aries now, what's he doing? He's trying to get Cabana in the ring to finish him off. Todd Sinclair's got to stop this. He's got to end this match.
Well, okay, you've got him back in the ring now. Just drop on him and hook a leg.
Yeah, you're right, Mark. There he goes. No, Aries now thinking something different. He's not showing any mercy at all.
Just drop on him and hook a leg. That's all you got to do.
Oh, this is uncalled for.
Is he going to give? No, he's not going to give him another brain buster.
No. Cabana has yet to even get to his feet. He is unable to get to his feet.
Cabana's trying to wind his leg.
Oh, a kick to the neck. I think that was Cabana's last bit of strength.
Yeah, Cabana can't stand. Not another brain buster.
Oh, God. Aries going up. You know what's going to follow. The 450.
This is academic.
The world champion retains. And he's in shock even at what he did. The world champion retains. Colt Cabana, who knows how badly injured he is.
I must be over. Man, that's pretty awesome considering you guys have sat through 3.5 to 4 hours of the best wrestling I've ever seen. Come back, have this type of response from me. As a matter of fact, I was watching that last match. I'm thinking to myself, how in the world am I going to follow this stuff? We got a moonsault off here. We got a near clip crippling injury. We got Austin Aries defending his ROH title. Successfully, and I'm thinking, how am I going to follow that? I mean, who's going to want to stick around for a Mick Foley, Samoa Joe confrontation? Then I realized, man, do I have something in store for Samoa Joe. Man, do I have something to give Samoa Joe. Something Samoa Joe's been needing for a long time. Something Samoa Joe has deserved for a long time. And it's going to be my pleasure, my privilege, and my honor to give it to him right here in Boston, Massachusetts. Cambridge? Cambridge. Right here in a suburb of Boston, Massachusetts. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former ROH champion, Samoa Joe. Hold on, Joe. Hold on. I'm a man of my word. Everybody here in Cambridge heard me say I was going to give you something you deserve, and I'm a man of my word. Because right here, I'm going to give you this. Cheers. Cheers, Joe. You deserve it. Here it is, a legitimate, bona fide Cactus Jack t-shirt. Joe, good night. Hold on a second, I got something else to give you, and I know you think it's a Major League Cactus Jack hardcore legend ass kicking, but it's not that either. Hold on, no. You guys are not going to walk away disappointed, I can guarantee you that, because what I am going to give you is an opportunity, a little gift. I'm talking about a shot at Triple H for the WWE Heavyweight Championship. How's that sound to you, Joe? How's that hit you? So what you're saying is you came here to give me a shot at Triple H. Not exactly. Hold on, I've pulled you strings. It's more like I'm giving you a shot at Triple H for the WWE Heavyweight Championship. You see, Samoa Joe, I am prepared to hand you a slot in the Royal Rumble. And all you gotta do, once you accept my offer, is take out 29 other WWE superstars, and you, my friend, then find yourself in the same ring as Triple H for the WWE Heavyweight Championship. And with one phone call, I can make that happen right now.
man at WWE, a writer.
As far as you're concerned, Samoa Joe, yeah, you're damn right. The writer is the head man for you. You know why? Because I sat down with Vince and I made him watch an ROH DVD. Made him watch Samoa Joe. You know what he did? He cringed in the right places. He popped in the right places. He said, oh my God, Mick, what a hell of a talent. He'd be right at home with the WWE. Now, of course, he said you'd have to tone down your style a little bit. When he saw the ole, ole, he said, no way, no way. I mean, who's kidding who? You can line up Triple H and kick him in the face like that? Vince has got millions of dollars invested in the guy. We got a guy in WWE who hurts people. His name is RVD. You saw what happened to his push right down the old tubes because he wouldn't do it Vince's way. And then Vince looked at me and he said, yeah, okay, as long as he can tone down his style and we can cover that fat son of a bitch up.
Now we're gonna fucking fight.
I'm just telling you what Vince said, don't get hot at me. But Vince said we want to see a pair of droopy boobs. He'd hire a 50-year-old woman. Samoan. He's Samoan. So we kid on the Samoa Joe name. We call him Wild Animal Joe. Raw Fish Eating Joe. Or hell, if you want, since Rikishi's gone, we'll put a thong on him, give him a stink face for a finishing move, and be one of your biggest stars.
I worked for 2 years here and abroad, and if you think for 1 second, Mick Foley, that you can walk in this ring and insult me, unless you came here to fight, old man, you better have something good to say.
Superstars, and may I say, of all of them, your breath is the mintiest. And that's not good breath. I gotta give credit where it's due. Come on, they're crying out loud. I'm having a little bit of fun. God forbid somebody makes someone laugh at an ROH show. 4 hours of seeing bodies splattered on the concrete, seeing good old-fashioned wrestling. But Joe, I'm putting a challenge to you, and now I'm the guy being serious. What's your goal in life? To be the ROH champion again? Well, that'll make headlines. Joe wins the title again. I'm giving credit where it's due. I'll tell everyone who listens. You're as good as anybody in the game. I saw you and CM Punk tear down the house. An hour. I never put in an hour. One of the best damn things I've ever done. But the question, Samoa Joe, is this. Can you do it when you're out of this element? It's one thing to be a big fish in a very, very small pond. It's another to be that big fish in the biggest pond of all. I'm talking about not 600 or 700 diehard fans. I'm talking about millions of eyes around you, around the globe. Not a couple of handheld home video cameras. I'm talking about multi-million-dollar equipment. I'm talking about Raws, live TV, not coming out on a little DVD. I'm talking about pay-per-view. I'm talking about standing up, not just putting the matches in, but standing up to the backstage politics, the BS, the backstabbing, going in and night out, and still giving your best every night. That's what I'm talking about. Appealing to millions of fans. Not a bunch of people whose idea of a good night out is a squirt of baby oil and a Jenna Jameson DVD. So what's it gonna be, Joe? You're gonna wrestle Austin Aries for the ROH title, or you're gonna accept my challenge and take on a WWE superstar? You can make history right now, Joe. It's all up to you. Nick, you're absolutely correct. I do, at the bottom of my heart, want to take on a WWE superstar. But what you fail to understand is that I want to do it tonight, right here in Kingdom, Massachusetts. And Foley, that superstar is you. From all that typing you've been doing, writing your cute little books, I suggest you knuckle up or shut up. ROH is a crowd that appreciates honesty, right? Am I right? You want the truth? Can you handle the truth? The truth is, despite what Ricky Steamboat might say about my lack of talent, despite what Nature Boy Ric Flair might say about me being a glorified stuntman, the truth is, I'm one of the damn biggest stars that ever stepped foot in a wrestling ring. The truth is, Samoa Joe, I decide where I'm going to wrestle, when I'm going to wrestle, and who I'm going to wrestle. And when I make that decision, you know what Vince McMahon does? He takes out his hand, he grabs a pen, and he writes me a 6-figure check. So you ask yourself a question. If it was you in these shoes, would you wrestle you here in front of these people? At the Boston Fleet Center or the Cambridge National Guard Armory? Would you wrestle in front of millions of people live on Monday Night Raw or a little DVD for ROH? Truth is, sad truth is, unless somebody back there hits the lottery and decides to shuffle that money this way, this proposed matchup, this challenge, if you will, between Mick Foley and Samoa Joe is just not going to happen.
sports entertainment.
The Ring of Honor champion, the man of honor. That's your thing, huh? The champion. You're the best, the man with the most honor, the best wrestler in the ring. Ethics, morals, professional wrestling. Well, Austin Aries, you took on my shoulder last time in Boston. This time you're taking out my neck, and you're doing it on the outside of the ring with weapons, chairs, stages. Aries, let's do it in the ring, Aries. Let's settle it the old-fashioned way. February 19th, the kickoff of the 3rd anniversary of Ring of Honor. It means something, and you know it because you're the champ. Let's kick it off. I know there's a steel cage that's being built that night, Aries. I'm not going to let you leave that ring. I dare you, Austin Aries. I double dog dare you. Accept my challenge. A steel cage, Elizabeth, New Jersey. You cannot leave. You cannot put me out of my misery on the outside of the ring. You have to do it on the inside. We will be surrounded by steel 15 feet high. I dare you, accept my challenge, steel cage, and watch Colt Cabana dominate you in the ring and become the new Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah. No. I know he hits hard, but it wasn't that bad. Easier than I thought. Yeah. He was right there with the chair. Yeah, all I had to do was ask. It was awesome. Are you sure you want to do this? You sure you want to come in? It's a little dive in Jersey, Rexplex or something like that. But you'll do it. It's going to be awesome. Let's see how good Samoa Joe does against a real WWE superstar.